Two Cooks in the Kitchen. So it's my turn to show you something that we like to eat around our house. Lately we've been finding ways to eat something like snacky, a little sweet without a lot of calories and still good for you, and almonds seems to be a popular thing. So I was doing a little digging around and I found a couple of different almonds, flavored almonds that we really have been enjoying. So I'm going to show you the Moroccan, Moroccan inspired spice almonds. Okay, I got this. All right, so first thing I need to start off with is 1 egg white. This is going to be the key to keeping all the spices on the almonds. So hopefully everybody knows how to do this. I recently showed one of my daughters in her 30s how to do this. Get the eggshell out of there. Come here. Okay, where'd my bowl go? Guess it's here. So, you need to put this into a medium bowl. This is my idea of a medium bowl, because we're going to whisk the heck out of this for a little while. So I will also add that the reason I did this is because we've been buying the almonds that you all know of that are flavored, and they're really expensive. And I could buy 3 pounds of almonds at Costco for $10. So I can get 3 batches of this out of that bag. So I'm whisking this up till it's frothy. That looks a little foamy. Okay, so there I go with that. See, it's got a little foam going to it. So now I'm going to add my almonds to this. And give those a good little toss to coat them. Trying to get every bit covered as much as I can. It's amazing how well it actually fits on there. And then we're going to mix up spices. So the thing about the spices to me is, oh, there's my bowl, is that this is one of those things that you really have to dig into your spice cupboard. And it's handy if you have them all on hand. So what this is going to take is a little bowl. I'm going to actually start with my brown sugar. So this is 1/3 cup of brown sugar. Put that in there. Oven's ready. Oven is at 300, in case I forget to mention that. We're going to use 2 tablespoons of cumin in here. 1 tablespoon of coriander. This is just the powdered coriander. I've got a tablespoon of cinnamon. We buy that in pretty large quantities because we use a lot of that. Okay. And then we're going to do a 1/2 teaspoon of these things, ginger. It's the powdered ginger. What do you call that? Ground ginger. And 1/2 teaspoon of smoked paprika. I'm guessing you could use any kind of paprika. It doesn't have to be smoked, but it says smoked on the recipe, so I try to follow that. And 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, just ground pepper. That's in there. And then a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne. You can use more if you want. You know what? I think I'm going to, because we've had these and I think we could have used a little more kick to it. So I think I'll put a little bit more in this time. And a teaspoon of salt. Maybe that was 2 teaspoons. You know, actually put as much as you want in there. You could put no salt. You could put 2 teaspoons of salt. You're not supposed to be having a lot of salt. Oh, I need a different spoon. Okay, so now I'm going to blend this all up nice and evenly. This is so easy. You could assign this job to kids. It's a good way to learn measuring, smell the spices, learn about them. So I'm mostly just trying to really break up the chunks of brown sugar that are in there now. It's a little moister, so it tends to make it lumpy. Okay, that looks good enough to me. Hey, there's some stuff that's stuck. Wait a minute. not waste it. Okay, now I'm going to add this to the almonds that are coated with egg whites. Just gonna dump it all in there. And I'm gonna just toss that till it's really coated well. The lovely thing about this is the sugar kind of caramelizes. It makes a really nice little coating on the almonds. I'm kind of tossing them in there a little bit, folding. I don't want to miss any of the spice. You can kind of see that it's clumping up on there. That's perfect. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Now I have my baking pan that I put a piece of parchment in so it won't stick, because these are going to stick mightily if you don't. Just going to pour this in here. So down the bottom, of course, there's some crumbs. I'm just going to try to evenly spread that. All that good. Now I'm going to try to evenly keep that on the parchment as much as I can. Spread these out. Try to get them in sort of a single layer. If they stick, that's okay. They're gonna stick. We're just gonna break them up later. Look at that. Okay. I think that's pretty good. So now we're gonna put this in that 300-degree oven for a total of 45 minutes. I'm gonna toss them around about halfway through, and we'll see that. But I did think of one thing I forgot to mention. The almonds, the ones that I've been getting at Costco, are steam pasteurized. This recipe that I've been using actually calls for raw almonds, but we really enjoyed how crispy these came out. They're super crunchy, which is perfect. That's what we were looking for, and I think you will enjoy it too. So I'm gonna put this into the oven, and we'll check back about 20 or so minutes and stir them around. Okay, the timer's going off. I'm gonna pull these out and give them a little turn. Oh, that's heavy. Here they are. Oh boy, does that smell good.
Yes, it does.
So they're not really looking very interesting right now because they're just getting hot. They're getting a little gooey and starting to do a little caramelizing. Just gonna give them a little stir. Those little clumps are fine. Okay, just like that. I'm gonna put them in the oven again for another 25 minutes. This kind of a low and slow really helps roast them nicely. In they go. Oh, maybe. Okay, we'll check back in a little bit. Well, I've got the almonds out of the oven, and I've had them sitting out here cooling for maybe 15 or 20 minutes. I'm going to go through these, and there's just little clumps, but not too many that are like this. I'm just going to kind of break those apart, but oh, that's going to be a tasty. My mouth's watering. It's going to be a tasty one. This one came out really nice and broken up already. They're super crunchy. We've been snacking on them.
You can see how thick the coating is on them.
Yeah, some of them have it really thick. Others are, well, no. And Matthew and I have decided that these are spiced perfectly. I added that little bit more cayenne in there, and that really just gives it that tiny bit of extra warmth. The smell is definitely very floral-like from all those herbs, and they're delicious. So remember, these are a really good snack. I think these would be fabulous when you have some people over, when those times happen. Just put a bowl out for everyone to snack on. They keep in a container airtight for up to a month, but they won't last that long, trust me. Ours didn't. So thank you for watching Two Cooks in the Kitchen, and we'll see you next time.